Well, good morning, EFAM. Good morning, and welcome to Motivational Monday, You Can Live. Good morning, everyone. My name is Della, aka The Game Changer. And as you already know, today is our Motivational Monday session. And I'm coming back to you live on today just to share a little motivational thought with you this morning. Yesterday was just such a wonderful time. And I want to thank you for everyone who actually joined me on our live webinar, More Than Your Kidney. It was really, really exciting. It was really very encouraging. A lot of you responded and shared your thoughts and actually reached out. And so I'm really, really looking forward to your participation with our Adopt a Patient campaign. But in addition to that, one of the things I want to just start off before I share the motivational thought for this morning is if you attended yesterday's webinar, I asked you as an ask to send me your full contact information to my email address, which was info@youcanlive.com, so that will be your entry to receive one of the 4 gifts that we was awarding the attendees on yesterday. You still have the opportunity to do just that. So send me an actual email to info@youcanlive.com so I can include your name in the drawing to make sure that you definitely is included, because I would hate for you to miss out on these wonderful items that we have to share for those who attended. But say if you didn't get an opportunity to attend, but yet still you wanted to be there, you can go to our search on Facebook for You Can Live, go to our business page and actually watch the live webinar. It's listed there. And following that, then send your information. Let me know what you thought about the webinar. Send me a couple clues, a couple points that was actually shared. That'll help me to make sure that you actually watched it. But then in addition to that, we want you to still take a look at the information about our Adopt a Patient campaign and actually consider donating to the organization as we go forth to share some self-care survival kits to a few dialysis patients here, a total of 180 that's in the South Suburban land of Chicago. Because trust me when I say these survival kits is definitely necessary and definitely needed. I know what it was like for me when I actually started on dialysis and how scary and how overwhelming it was just to have these survival kits. I know if I would have had one at that time, it would have went a long way to helping me to actually enter into the unknown territory of dialysis much, much better. But with that being said, I want to go ahead and share the Motivational Monday for today. I want to talk to you about not giving up. That's our Motivational Monday. Don't give up. You see, living with renal disease does not mean that your life is over. It's really a beginning of a new hope. One of the things that happens when you start dialysis, or even if you're dealing with chronic kidney disease, your mindset begins to think nothing that you do matters. Everything the life that you used to live is completely over. You will never be the same. It can never be the same because of some of the side effects, yes. But then just the idea of the fact that you're going through this alone. You think that you cannot make it. Let me just share with you this little testimony. The one key thing that happened to me is like for several years, I tried to apply and try to qualify as a candidate to receive a transplant. And I had doctors telling me I would never qualify because of the lupus. And yesterday I shared with you that lupus was an autoimmune disease that attacks your own body organs and body cells. And so in my particular case, it was so aggressive that I had to do 6 months of chemotherapy. And even with chemotherapy, it seemed to be that nothing would slow down the progression of the lupus attacking my kidneys. It was so active that even when I was doing dialysis, I would have what we call as lupus flares, and that caused a whole nother issues of complications. So I had doctors after doctors to tell me that because of the lupus and the nature of my case, I would never qualify for a transplant. You know, it's easy to accept that. It's easy to trust in what these medical professionals said, and then just get into the mindset that this is just going to be your life. But you know, as a believer of Jesus Christ, and at the same time, my faith was much stronger and my will to live was much stronger than this disease. I decided to take control and take power, you know, take my control and take my power back. So instead of me just really giving up, I started to put into place these practices. This is something that I shared in the webinar yesterday that will allow me to try to, you know, strengthen my body, try to get my nourishments under the play, back in alignment and everything. So much so, to the point on August 18th of 2019, they were so amazed how well my lupus numbers was quiet, how well things was just looking. They couldn't even believe it. So much so, I'll keep saying that, to the point that I got my kidney. And you're looking now at a byproduct of the fact that when they told me no, and I'm talking not just a year, for several years, because I did dialysis for just a little over 10 years. And every time that I would go and every time that I would try to qualify, I was told no. I want to share with you my screen so I can show you a picture. But then at the same time, I want to motivate you by sharing this one quote. As you see on my screen, one side you see is the picture of me actually doing dialysis. And as you could tell, I look not only dark, bleak, but you can literally see the transformation and the difference of how much dialysis and how much my kidneys have failed. But I'm here to tell you, I am that miracle. I am that miracle that God had actually brought through. Because in the black and white dress, as you see on the screen, that's me not giving up. Look, every doctor told me I would not qualify for a transplant. This is post-transplant. This is what post-transplant look like. Not looking like I'm just surviving, but it's looking like I'm thriving. So what am I going to leave with you as a motivation is this quote from Matthew chapter 19, verse 26. With man, this is impossible, but with God, all things is possible. Look, don't give up. Don't just trust in what man say. I'm saying to you, whose report are you going to believe? Believe in what God say, because God can do things exceedingly and abundantly above all you can even ask or think. Let your faith guide you. Trust in God in everything. Don't just say, I'm going to survive. Don't just say, I'm just going to trust, but I want you to thrive and not just survive. I want you to live. Yes, that's what my acronym says. Live. Live your life victorious and empowered. That's my motivation for you today. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't just survive, but thrive. Live. Live your life victorious and empowered. As you can see, I'm thriving, not just surviving. So have a phenomenal day. I look forward to seeing you. I hope you go to my Facebook page, our business Facebook page. Check out the webinar. We got some wonderful good things that's going on. I hope to see you again on Wednesday. Come back to the page so we give our informational on Wednesdays. And then also on Fridays, that's when we give our empowerment tips of the day. We're looking forward to seeing you also in February when we have our next webinar. And the next webinar, which will be on February the 7th, is going to be talking about living with kidney disease, but not just surviving, but thriving. I'm going to have a couple of people and my peers to come on and share. But then at the same time, we have our the following week that will be our first monthly support group meeting. So a lot of things going on with Live, and I'm quite sure that as you continue to follow me, you're going to be really blessed, and God is going to do great and mighty things. And if you have not followed me, if you have not, tell your families and friends, tell them to come on and join. Just search Facebook for YouCanLyve, and then just click on the like, and I'm quite sure that you will be able to follow us and you enjoy the content that you receive. So have a great day. Until we see each other again, remember, don't give up, thrive, and not just survive. Have a phenomenal day.